Law,
Mountain Eyeworks,
Johnny B. Good's Diner, One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
It's time now for Steamboat Sailors football. Your Steamboat Sailors getting ready to take on the Moffat County Bulldogs. That's right. It's the Coltrane Rivalry, live from Gardner Field on the beautiful campus of Steamboat Springs High School. If you are anywhere near downtown Steamboat Springs and you can hear me terrestrially here on KTYV, make your way to the game. It is going to be a good one. Your Steamboat Sailors coming in with a 1-0 record, while the Moffat County Bulldogs are at 0-1 and looking for their first win of the season. In the last 10 years, the Moffat County Bulldogs have owned this rivalry, but last year, the Steamboat Sailors enacted some revenge. And right now, the Sailors would like to continue their winning ways and get back-to-back wins in this matchup. We will check in with Steamboat Sailors head coach Scott Christmas with his thoughts on the game and this matchup and the season thus far. Plus, we've got some Sailor spotlights, an opportunity for you to get up close and personal and learn a little bit more about your Steamboat Sailors football players. And then, of course, Mike Deemer and I will have the starting lineups and the call of tonight's game. If the technology gods smile on us, you'll be able to listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Of course, you can listen to it across the globe at steamboatradio.com. Click on the Listen Live tab on the homepage. At that drop-down, go to KTYV, Sports on FM, click on that, and go to Listen Live, and you, my friends, are cooking with gas. Of course, you can listen here terrestrially across the Yampa Valley at KTYV Sports on FM at 97.7 and 105.7 on the FM dial. It's Steamboat Sailors football, and the Moffat County Bulldogs are in town at Gardner Field for the Coltrane Rivalry. Right here on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and 97.7 on the FM dial, and on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens & Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Dotson Payment Solutions are proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailors broadcast on KTYV Sports on FM. Hi, this is Zach from Dotson Payment Solutions. Are you running a local business and tired of paying too much for credit card processing and not getting the local technical support you need? Join our team today at DotsonPOS.com. That's DODSONPOS.com. Dotson Payment Solutions is a home team for point of sale, payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more, and a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors, your home team.
Jason here with One Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Does your diesel truck overheat hauling heavy loads? Don't ignore the signs. It could be a clogged radiator, failing fan clutch, or much worse, waiting to fail. Don't wait until you're on the side of the road with a trailer full of trouble. That's your car tip of the day from One Off Auto Center. Book online at oneoffautocenter.com. That's oneoffautocenter.com. Easy to find on Copper Ridge Drive. One Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Brian Harvey with Steamboat Sailors head football coach, Mr. Scott Christmas. Coach, how are you today?
I'm doing amazing. I can't wait to get the kickoff already.
Absolutely. It is going to be a fun one. It is the Coltrane Rivalry, as you mentioned in the news today. Your Steamboat Sailors getting ready to take on the Moffat County Bulldogs. Moffat County High School making the trip to Steamboat Springs High School here. Game's going to be kicking off in less than a half an hour. You guys coming in with a 1-0 record. Moffat County sitting at 0-1. Let's just do a quick recap before we get into the Bulldogs of last week's big win against the Coleridge Titans. You guys came out fast and furious, and your defense put a lot of pressure on them, caused 4 turnovers in the first half, and that really was a difference in the game. Give us a little recap of what went on and what you liked and some things you may need to work on.
Overall, I was extremely proud of the boys' effort. We came out really wanting to apply the pressure early and often. We want to start fast. It hasn't been a strong suit for us in the past, and so that's what we've been really harping on is let's jump out quick and not take punches early. Let's deliver the punches and let's get after them. So I think we did that pretty well last Friday. The second play, we had that fumble, and we scored 2 plays later, I think it was, and that really set the tone. Especially with a new offense going into the season, really we can only run the offense against ourselves to a certain level, and so being able to do that against another team and see where we're at, I was extremely happy with all 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams. We were able to control the field position extremely well. We only had to punt twice, and LJ did a great job of flipping the field for us on one of them and pinning them inside the 20. Allowed the defense to do their thing, and offense was efficient, and we ran the ball extremely well. Defense, we did not give up a ton of big plays. We did give up more passing yards than what we wanted, but that's sort of indicative of the situation we put them in. They were going to throw the ball a ton because we had them on the ropes, and they were going to try to swing for the fences and try to make something happen, but we were able to corral them and keep them out of the end zone. Defense only allowed 7 points. Things to clean up. We had the pick 6. We can't make those mistakes in the red zone, and then we gave up a safety, but that was our second and third team offense. And playing on grass, it wasn't the greatest snap, but we've been able to clean that up this week.
Yeah, you did. You won in all 3 phases of the game. We talked about that defense and the turnovers because those turnovers. I was just counting, fumbles and interceptions in that first half. But you also stopped them, on 4th down. You put them in a hole and forced them to try to make some big plays, as you said. Their quarterback was pretty amazing, and I will tip my hat to the Coleridge Titans because even though it was 39-16, that team never gave up right to the very end, and their quarterback was playing pretty well. Yeah, they got a great club over there and great coaching staff. I enjoy talking with their staff. They do a great job, and he's been doing a great job of just building that program. So they have a good future as long as they keep building. No doubt. Now let's focus on the Steamboat Sailors. I'm going to start at quarterback. First of all, what have you been feeding Tanner Cobb? Because that dude grew a bunch. It looks like he spent a ton of time in the weight room in the offseason in the summer. He is a much bigger dude than he's been the last 2 seasons, especially when he started as a sophomore. It's been fun to watch his growth. He's starting to find his man body and his quickness and speed. He's filled out. He has a stronger arm. He runs harder than he did last year, and he ran pretty darn good last year. He's not the fastest, but he is fleet-footed. He can really well, and he finds a spot, and he's not afraid to go for it. So definitely proud of the progress he's had, and he's only going to keep growing, adding on strength, the long ball, getting out to the wide receivers. We didn't have a huge range last year. This year we're really working on how can we extend the field a little bit more with this newfound power that he has. No doubt, Tanner had a couple of runs where it felt like the entire defense and defensive line was on his back, and it didn't slow him down at all. He got those extra yards, and he was fighting for them. Absolutely. I was really impressed, of course, with the brothers Krupp. They had the majority of scoring, but really, we've been talking about Thomas Krupp for years since he started playing football here. He's been a beast at running back, but I gotta say, his twin brother Lucas had his best game of his high school career. He had 2 touchdowns, really ran some great routes, and really found his hands. Like he was catching the football. He's come a long ways. I could not be more excited for Lucas. Like you said, Thomas has been the running back for the last couple of years, and Lucas has been finding his spot, and he's another guy that has found his body and grown into it, and he's given us another dynamic weapon at tight end. Great route, his 39-yard touchdown reception. He made moves, he spun out of it, he was shaking and baking and found the end zone, and probably one of the biggest cheerleaders other than his parents. For sure. It was a lot of fun to watch. I know there's some sibling rivalry, but the Krupp family had to be excited last week. Another kid we'd be remiss who added all the other points was Eli Beaver, and he did it with his leg. The kicking game was great. You had a field goal, extra points, and he also did it with his legs running the football. He's a beast out there, both offensively and defense. He's just everywhere. Yeah, he's a complete package as far as the high school football player is concerned. He runs hard, runs downhill. Over the course of the season, I could see him getting more carries
defensively, he is stout. I think he's another guy that had 6 tackles. He forced a fumble and got that recovery at the very beginning of the game. His kicking game has come a long ways. He's added range. I think, if I remember right, I think it was somewhere around a 37-yard field goal. Had those 4 PATs. He's everywhere. His hard work is paying off, coming off an injury last winter and rehabbing all summer. And didn't put on pad. He wasn't able to put pads on in the spring. And so he was engaged and working hard and doing all the right things.
And then your two receivers that really shined, Abbott Gotro, of course, and Luke Jordan, had really great games. And you had wonderful balance. I mean, you talked about it. You're able to dominate the run game, but it set up the pass.
Yeah, the run game set it up. We do need to capitalize. We had a couple drops, I think. Tanner only completed 4 out of 12, I believe. So we need to improve that. But we've been focusing on this run game so much, and it's going to put defenses in a conundrum and put them in conflict. So as a coaching staff, as we figure out how to call and how defenses or teams are going to defend us, it's going to allow us to be more dynamic on the passing game. So we're going to see Abbott, LJ, Cohen, and wide variety of wide receivers that we have get more opportunity.
Well, and I thought defensively, Sean Struble, both defensively and offensively, he's a junior now. He's grown. He was all over the place as well, making tackles. Felt like he was in on every play.
Offensively, defensively, give him a special team. He is a dynamic player. That's going into his body as well. Great off-season, worked extremely hard. He just has a motor. It's fun to watch him play. He's not afraid to mix it up with anybody.
And we had some kids that were playing JV last year that stepped up. One who's on the line who really impressed me, and I couldn't believe how big he is Philip Harper, the Phil Dozer, and we've been calling him since he played hockey for me. But the Phil Dozer was beastly, especially towards the end of the game, just wreaking havoc with that quarterback. He's a big dude, but he runs fast. Talk to his game.
Yeah, he put in a lot of work over the off-season camps and hockey and just working in general. He wanted to grow. He wanted to improve his skill set, and his body grew. He's not a small kid. He's a big dude, but his footwork and foot speed have improved over the offseason. That's testament to his work. D-line, he did a fantastic job. He anchored down that strong side extremely well. He's going to cause havoc for 2 years. And you mentioned, he was on JV. Defensively last year, now that I'm thinking about it, just in general, on Friday night, we played about 30 kids on defense. Part of that is because we were up, but I also had faith and belief that they were going to be able to fill in and not allow big plays. And our JV team and our varsity team are very much in alignment with what we're doing, so the growth is huge. So I have confidence to put kids out there. There at the end, we had number 33, Braden Fleming. He had a huge pass breakup in the end zone, and I'm looking for him to fill Barron's shoes in a year as he continues to grow and get better. And we played 14 guys on the D-line. Our linebacker rotation was, I think we played a total of 7 or 8 kids at linebackers. Safety were a little bit narrow, but everybody that was a safety got to play. And we had 20 plus kids make the stat sheet with tackles, pass breakup, or something. So I couldn't be more excited for that, because that allows us to lay a foundation of sustainability for the season and for years to come.
No doubt. It was awesome to see, especially playing on a grass field, a lot of dirty uniforms out there. A lot of kids contributed, and it's hard for me to pick out 1 or 2 kids to talk about here on this pregame show, Coach, but we do now have to sort of lean into Moffat County. Here's a team that had their way with us, not last year, but in the 10 years before that. High school football is cyclical. They're a lot younger. They had to start freshmen last year. Their quarterback got starts last year. He's now a sophomore. What do we know about this team, and what should we expect watching film, especially that first week game where they got down 24-0, but by the end of the game, it was 24-20. They ended up losing, but if they had another couple minutes, it looked like they would have won that game.
Absolutely. Craig, I expect nothing but a hard-nosed football game tonight. Both teams get up for this game. It is a rivalry. They're going to come out and they're going to give us their all in general, especially after last year. They want to get back on the winning side of that column. I expect, like I said, it's going to be a battle. I've been preaching. We cannot sleep on anybody. We have to respect all of our opponents, or else they could try to come get one on us. Very much like Rifle did last year. We had a Rifle win 0-8, and I think some of our boys slept on it. So we've been preaching and talking about how do we mentally prepare to be a great team that I think we can be. So I expect them to come out and be physical and try to, especially offensively, they're going to run their counter, dive, power. Toss, I wouldn't be surprised if the hook and ladder is installed this week, because they've got enough on that a couple of years. They have a great coaching staff. They're on the younger side, but that doesn't mean much on a rivalry game.
No, not at all. And you know both teams get up for this game. Any final thoughts before you guys hit the gridiron?
Yeah, I want to thank the community support. We had a great turnout for the Alpine Bank community event at the high school last night. Soccer went over to Bell Valley, got a win. They're on the winning side of things. Volleyball's off to a hot start. We got the drama team that's getting ready for Mamma Mia play here in the fall, and esports will kick off next month. So I'm excited about all the school activities and having kids in the hallways, and tonight's going to be a great night. So if you're not doing anything, come on down to the Gardner Field and support the Sailor football team. And go Sailors.
Go Sailors, my friend. Good luck, Coach, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Awesome, my friend.
That's Steamboat Sailors head football coach Scott Prismas. Of course, we are headed into the Coltrane rivalry. Your Steamboat Sailors hosting the Moffat County Bulldogs. The Bulldogs coming in with an 0-1 record, while your Steamboat Sailors are sitting at 1-0. But as you know, records don't mean anything. If the technology god's smiling us, you'll be able to listen and watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. You, of course, can listen across the globe at steamboatradio.com. Click on the Listen Live link. Scroll down to KTYV Sports on FM at the drop-down. Click on it, and then click on the Listen Live, and the KTYV Sports on FM page comes up, and you, my friends, are covered with gas. And, of course, terrestrially, you can listen to it right here on KTYV Sports on FM, 105.7 and 97.7 on the FM dial. It is Steamboat Sailors football. We are in the pregame show. Of course, we do have some Sailor spotlights on the way, an opportunity for you to get up close and personal and learn a little bit more about your Steamboat Sailors football players. It's Steamboat Sailors football. It's the Coltrane rivalry as your Steamboat Sailors are getting ready to take on the Moffat County Bulldogs live from Gardner Field right here on KTYV Sports on FM, 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel, and at steamboatradio.com.
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is the place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test, and you will see we're the best.
Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services is proud to bring you this broadcast of Sailor Sports. They know each athlete has worked hard and dedicated themselves to their sport. That's how Mountain West was built, through hard work and dedication. Their local agents are ready to find an auto, home, business, health, or farm and ranch policy to fit your life. Visit one of their offices in Steamboat, Craig, or Meeker, and good luck, Sailors. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services. Solutions for life.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailors sports broadcast.
Steamboat Roofing Company, proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski bike run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailors sports sponsors.
See you out there.
This fall, bring fresh color home with Steamboat Ace Hardware, the great paint store inside your hardware store. From bold front doors to warm, cozy living rooms, we've got top brands like Benjamin Moore and Clark & Kensington, plus expert advice to match. All the tools, all the color, all in one stop. Steamboat Ace Hardware, your local place for paint this fall. Steamboat Ace is the place with the helpful paint folks.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Lucas Krupp, and I play tight end and outside linebacker. This is my 5th year playing football. My personal goal is to play hard and just get better every day. And as a team, I hope we beat Craig and make the playoffs. I also play basketball, and I love being outside, snowboarding and fishing. My favorite subject in school is history because I find it really interesting. This summer I hung out with my friends and family a lot and played a lot of sports. After I graduate, I hope to go to college. My favorite movie is The Dark Knight because I love Batman. I'm Lucas Krupp, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailors Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hi, this is Jimmy from Builders First Source, now in 2 locations here in Steamboat Springs. And we're proud to support Steamboat Sailor Sports on KTYV Sports on FM. At Builders First Source, we foster and encourage teamwork, and we know that athletics builds that strong sense of team and working for the greater good, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors High School Sports. Builders First Source, now with 2 locations east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. Good luck to all the high school teams across the Yampa Valley.
Jason here with One Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Does your diesel truck overheat hauling heavy loads? Don't ignore the signs. It could be a clogged radiator, failing fan clutch, or much worse, waiting to fail. Don't wait until you're on the side of the road with a trailer full of trouble. That's your car tip of the day from One Off Auto Center. Book online at oneoffautocenter.com. That's oneoffautocenter.com. Easy to find on Copper Ridge Drive. One Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Dotson Payment Solutions are proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailors broadcast on KTYV Sports on FM. Hi, this is Zach from Dotson Payment Solutions. Are you running a local business and tired of paying too much for credit card processing and not getting the local technical support you need? Join our team today at DotsonPOS.com. That's DOTSONPOS.com. Dotson Payment Solutions is a home team for point of sale, payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more, and a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors, your home team.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailors Sports broadcast.
Steamboat Roofing Company, proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailors Sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Luke Jordan. I play wide receiver and safety. I've played football for 5 years now. My goal is to score my first varsity touchdown this season and for our team to make playoffs. I like to ski. My favorite subject in school is business. And I went to Florida this summer and saw my family. And after I graduate, I want to go to college and travel the world. And my favorite movie is Ratatouille. I am Luke Jordan. I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hey, I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group. The Paoli Group has made the strategic move to join forces with the agency.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like a Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go Sailors.
Hi, this is Jimmy from Builders First Source, now in 2 locations here in Steamboat Springs. And we're proud to support Steamboat Sailor Sports on KTYV Sports on FM. At Builders First Source, we foster and encourage teamwork, and we know that athletics builds that strong sense of team and working for the greater good, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors High School Sports. Builders First Source, now with 2 locations east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. Good luck to all the high school teams across the Yampa Valley.
Jason here with One Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Does your diesel truck overheat hauling heavy loads? Don't ignore the signs. It could be a clogged radiator, failing fan clutch, or much worse, waiting to fail. Don't wait until you're on the side of the road with a trailer full of trouble. That's your car tip of the day from One Off Auto Center. Book online at oneoffautocenter.com. That's oneoffautocenter.com. Easy to find on Copper Ridge Drive. One Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens & Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
I'm Sean Struble. My number is 56, and I play outside linebacker. I've been playing football for 4 years now. Some of our team's goals this year is to beat Craig and make it to the playoffs, and some of my personal goals are to not get injured this season at all. Some other sports I'm interested in are lacrosse, and I used to play baseball and basketball, but since I got into high school, I've stopped those. Favorite subject in school would probably be writing, just because I'm good at it. And this summer, I didn't really do much but hang out with my friends, worked a little bit, also got a different job. After I graduate high school, I would like to hopefully go to trade school, but I'm still not 100% sure. My favorite movie is Happy Gilmore, probably, because it's funny, and I'm Sean Struble, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
This fall, bring fresh color home with Steamboat Ace Hardware, the great paint store inside your hardware store. From bold front doors to warm, cozy living rooms, we've got top brands like Benjamin Moore and Clark & Kensington, plus expert advice to match. All the tools, all the color, all in one stop. Steamboat Ace Hardware, your local place for paint this fall. Steamboat Ace is the place with the helpful paint folks.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builder's First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens & Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eye Works,
Johnny B. Good's Diner, One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors Football.
Brian Harvey, Mike Deemer, live at the beautiful Gardner Field, getting ready for some Steamboat Sailors football. The ball has been kicked by the Moffat County Bulldogs. Kind of a squib kick down to the 15-yard line, picked up by Krupp. Krupp takes it up the gut, cuts it out wide. He's got one man to beat. He's got him. Now he spins out, and he's down at the 40-yard line of Moffat County. A huge return. A nice idea by Moffat County, but they're dealing with Thomas Krupp.
Well, I'll tell you what, that guy is just lightning in a bottle. What a great way to start Friday Night Lights. Labor Day weekend in the boat. What a great way to kick it off. And I'll tell you what, the Steamboat team, big, strong, and athletic, and excited, does not even begin to describe them right now.
Who's more excited, you or the football team?
Definitely me.
Okay.
I'm up there. Actually, I think of them all. Cohen Vanderbosch, I saw him at the diner for the team dinner, and Vanderbosch is so amped up, it's incredible. But it looks like we might have a penalty. I think they're saying holding on the return, which is a tough penalty because it's from the spot of the foul, I believe. Otherwise, that was a 15-yard holding penalty. So still gives Steamboat great field position on Krupp's return.
1st and 10, Sailor sending two receivers off to the left, one in tight here to the right. Tanner Cobb from the gun. Krupp in the backfield right now. Sailors have the ball at their own 45-yard line, moving left to right on your radio dial. Here comes the snap, the handoff to Krupp. Krupp takes it up the middle, over the left side, picks up 5, 6, 7, still churning and burning. Nice carry.
And he is tough to stop. I mean, we all know by this point, of not just the season last week against Coleridge, but from the previous 2 seasons. Krupp he is so shifty. He's hard to spot, very difficult to bring down.
We've got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ones to the left are in tight. They're between the hash marks at the S. Ball in Moffat County territory. Handoff over the left side. There's the first down. Krupp still on his feet. Bounces out. Down to the 20. Cuts it inside. He's got blockers. He's going to take this one to the house. Oh, so close. I jinxed him. He's down at the 2.
How about the wall of blockers he had down there? Number 7, led by number 78, Wyatt O'Neill, who is a good friend of ours and a great kid. And Wyatt's had a tough day, very sick, couldn't make the team meal, but he rallied and he's out there on the field. We got to give him props for showing up for his teammates. But boy, he had a wall of blockers down there.
First and goal, ball marked down to the 3. One receiver way out wide to the right. Everybody else in tight. And that's a direct snap to Krupp, and he gets met by a pack of Bulldogs. They did this several times successfully against Coleridge.
No, I understand. It's a good call. What you don't like to see is the Bulldog, and I'm a fan of Moffat football as well. I know they're a young team and they're going through some redevelopment. It's not every high school team stays up at the top, aka Palisade. but when you're on the road, you don't want to stand over a man you tackled who's been running all over you, strutting a little bit. You got to cut back on that.
So Tanner Cobb from the gun now. Receivers to the right. Another inside handoff to Krupp. Krupp stays on his feet, and he gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. So they do this direct snap to Cobb. They bring everybody in tight, and obviously Coach Colgate and his crew saw that.
Yeah, no, they were clearly prepared for it because the linebacker got through, and that's one of the things with the gap scheme. Steamboat plays his gap offense where everybody's got to pick up the gap. Otherwise, there's going to be, if you miss your gap, it's very obvious what I'm trying to say. The defender can get through and wreak some havoc.
So we got 2 receivers off to the right, Gotro wide, man in the slot, and Eli Beaver checks into the game at running back. From the gun is Cobb, man in motion, high snap, ball's down, and Moffat County comes up with it. So a huge stop.
That's a huge stop and a huge turnover. And if you want to give a young team some momentum, that's what you do. You drive down the field, you literally make it to the 1-yard line, you have a couple bad plays and turn the ball over. And there's really been 3 Achilles heels, and I know the coach has been working with it with Steamboat, but it's been tackling. You got to wrap the guy up. You can't do a showboat tackle up around the shoulder pads. Turning the ball over, something they've been working hard on, they got to eliminate, and penalties. Those are the 3 key things that the Sailors football program's been working to improve on.
So the quarterback, he's a sophomore. Jax Nelson gets the snap, hands it off over the right side. That's Camilletti. Owen Hill on the carry, and he picks up several yards on the play.
Now what the Sailors really need is for the defense to dig their heels in and come up with a stop, because obviously they had a couple mistakes there with the missed gap block and obviously the fumble, but the Sailors are moving the football. That's the primary thing.
2nd down, 5 to go. Ball is marked down at the 10-yard line of Moffat County. They've got the goalposts in their shadows here. Handoff over the left side, and down goes Hill, and the Sailors are on him. That's a loss on the play.
Looked like big number 70 getting in there. Philip Harper. Initial contact followed up by some help from number 78, Wyatt O'Neill.
The Phildozer, Philip Harper, had a heck of a game. His grandma is watching the game in Texas right now at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Sailors in black, Moffat County Bulldogs in all white. Third down, about 7 to go. Ball inside the 10 down to the 8 of Moffat County. One receiver off to the right. Man in motion. That's Camilletti. There's another handoff over the right side. Sailors cut that one down, and it's going to bring up a 4th and about 4.
Number 70 again in on the play, Philip Harper, but also number 30, Eli Beaver, who's really kind of segued. Last year we knew he was trying to carry the ball a lot, that two-man running back crew, but he's really segued towards the defensive side, and he's found his niche for sure.
So Kenyon Camilletti is the punter. Back at the 50 is Krupp, set for the return on the punt. Here comes the snap, and Camilletti line drive, and that one's going to be caught on the fly. Nice move there by Krupp. Krupp sidesteps, down the sideline he goes, turns on the Jets, and he is out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Wow.
I mean, you see the electricity. He's just incredible because he caught that ball on line drive. One of the defenders got to him at about the same time as the ball. I thought he was going to be knocked. There were two defenders, two guys on the punt coverage team, and they both whiffed.
They were in his grill when he caught the ball.
There.
I'm like thinking, fair catch, kid, fair catch. No. Just going to do a little jump step, and then bam, down the sideline he goes. Sailors break the huddle. Tanner Cobb from the gun. One receiver off to the right, one to the left. They're on that left hash. Here comes the snap. Another handoff there. That's inside. Positive yards there. Pickup of about 3. Trying to see. I don't think that was that Krupp on the carry, Mike?
I don't think it.
I don't think it was. I mean, the kids. I think it was.
I don't think Krupp's allowed to only pick up 3 yards. So maybe it was somebody else.
It may. All right, they break the huddle. Abbott Gotro wide to the left. Struble in the slot here to the right. Gotro to the right. They're on that left hash. One receiver off to the left. He goes in motion, pitches to him, and nice little spin move. Turns it out wide. That's number 3, Cohen Vanderbosch, who I didn't call last week.
Cohen Vanderbosch switched his number. He's number 3. He was at the diner for the team dinner, and I'm telling you, that kid is pumped up. He is ready. He missed last week's game. He is ready to play some football. We're going to see some things from number 3, Vanderbosch, tonight.
Good to get him the ball early. So that brings up a third down, about 5 to go. Ball down to the 13-yard line of Moffat County. Krupp in the backfield with Cobb. Cobb from the gun. No, fakes the handoff, throws it out wide. That's Vanderbosch. He cuts it inside. He's got some daylight, and he's down to the 1. So here we are again.
Well, Cohen did, and Cobb put that ball right where they wanted it, and Cohen broke that first tackle, which is the huge one. You got a man-to-man coverage there. He broke the tackle and picked up big yards in the first down.
So first and goal to goal. Ball is on the 1-yard line. Let's see what the Sailors do here. Cobb is from the gun. Now they're spreading it out with 2 receivers off to the left. Ball on this left. Now it's a quarterback keep. Ball down. So he went under center, Mike. And able, I think, to get close to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, it's not. The game's early, and the Sailors. It is the first home game of the season. They're playing Craig. Of course, there's jitters. I promise you. A couple of the guys tonight at the team dinner, I was like, "You okay? Is the food all right?" Yeah. Just can't eat. But we have 2 fumbles, 1 recovered, 1 turnover in the red zone within the first 7 minutes of the game.
5:05 left in this first quarter, 0-0 the score. Sailors on the 1.5-yard line. High snap, handoff to Krupp, and Thomas Krupp takes it in for a 2-yard touchdown run.
And that was kind of a walk-in. You got Krupp in the backfield, and honestly, we're giving Krupp a lot of props, right? We are, because he's an electric runner. He is just, really is. He's got the best moves you'll see, but he's not going anywhere without the men on the line.
Lining up for the extra point. Cobb's the holder. Here comes the snap. Eli Beaver lines it up and puts that one to the gym.
Kick, huh?
He's got a leg. He kicked a 42-yarder last week.
I saw it.
42-yarder, that's NFL right there. It is not an easy thing to do, man. And Eli Beaver, we talk about Krupp, but I want to see the two-back set. When I want to see both those guys in the backfield and let the defense pick their poison.
It's a good problem for the Sailors football team to have in that they have two running backs who are both very capable of picking up yardage.
Hey, have I given Stu Kochi a shout-out because he's running the camera? As always, the mastermind on loan from Steamboat Lumber. If you're watching at home, Steamboat Radio YouTube channel, of course you can listen right here on KTYV, Sports on FM, 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial here in the Yampa Valley. If you'd like to listen to the Moffat County broadcast, Lowen Epstein on KRAI-FM at 93.7 and 102.3 here in Steamboat. Of course, you can listen online at steamboatradio.com as well. So, 7-0 the score. I feel the jitters. I mean, I'm feeling it, right? It's Moffat County. It's home.
But that's what they needed. They needed something to settle them down a bit. And, two excellent drives. One, unfortunately, ended in a fumble, but both excellent drives, picking up yardage, taking care of your assignments. That's what the team really needed. That'll settle them down a bit.
So, Owen Hill, back deep, line drive. He takes that one off the turf at the 10, takes it straight up the gut, turns it, and he's up to the 32-yard line. I know you were talking to the offensive coordinator, former head coach Aaron Finch. He was talking about the speed of this Moffat County team.
Yeah, that they're a young team. Like I said, they're in a little bit of a rebuilding phase. But number one, he said, Coach said, we never take Moffat for granted. They're always strong. They're always tough. They're very well coached. And they are a young team, but they bring a lot of speed. And that's something that's got the Sailors coaching staff a little nervous. Speed kills.
They also have some resolve, but we'll talk about that on the other side of this snap. Under center now, the quarterback, Jackson Nelson, just a sophomore, 6'3", 155. Double wing formation here. Handoff inside. That's Camilletti. Watch out. He's dangerous. Camilletti picks up 8 over the right side.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, it's a little early for me to be getting on the refs, but number 72 for the Sailors, Jackson Sloop, literally had one of the Bulldogs inside his jersey holding on to his T-shirt. It was kind of egregious, and that's what allowed the ball carrier to get out to the right side of the line.
Chance Nez out wide to the left here. Ball on the right hash. Bulldogs in all white, moving right to left. Handoff inside. That's Camilletti once again. He gets the first down, and he's down to about the 47-yard line. So these guys got down 24-0 to Kennedy High School, and they came back. They scored 20 points in the fourth quarter and ended up losing 24-20. Another 2 minutes on the clock. That ball game's is the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nobody ever doubts that Moffat's coming prepared. They're coming ready to do their job, and they're coming very well coached. This is a great football program.
1st and 10. Ball marked down at the 47. Inside handoff again to Camilletti. Camilletti around the outside. He's got daylight, picks up about 3 yards on the play.
Camilletti to the right side. Is it me, or is every season when we call Moffat or you read about Hayden football, there's a Camilletti involved?
There's a few.
I mean, seriously, every year since I've been involved with this.
He actually moved, and I'm not sure where he was, whether it was Routt or Moffat County, because there's a lot of Camillettis in the area, but he's only been on the team for 2 years. Great experience. Coach says he plays everywhere. His motor never stops.
Yeah.
So inside handoff there. That's number 11, Nez, and good play there by your Steamboat Sailors. What happened, Mike?
Well, it looked like, the linemen, our defensive linemen are really doing a good job. And that time, there was a setup. It looked to me like number 56, maybe A.J. Giesland. I'm hoping it's either 56 or 55. I'm trying to see over there, but I think it was 56. A.J., one of the defensive linemen, held up the ball carrier, and Giesland came in and took care of business.
Jax Nelson under center. Two receivers off to the left, man in motion, right to left. Double wing, handoff there to Camilletti. Camilletti is going to be close to the first down. I think he's got it.
I think he did pick up the first down. The Sailors really have to get through the line of scrimmage, get a little contact in the backfield, and kind of get things opening up for their linebackers. Really what you got to do is you got to get Eli Beaver flying around this football field, making some tackles.
Well, unfortunately, Cole Vasily is done for the season. Big defensive player, cornerback, meniscus tear. We're thinking of you, Cole, if you're watching.
Oh, wow. Cole's an excellent kid, too. That's
receivers to the right and left. Another inside handoff. Trap play right to left. Sailors read that. Pickup of maybe a yard for number 10, Logan Reedhead.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Number 30, Eli Beaver, making the initial contact, right in the trenches and allowing his teammates to get up and finish it off.
Sailors up 7-0, 138 and counting left in this first quarter. Ball marked down to the Sailors 40, second down and about 7 to go for the first down. Moffat County on the move. Trips in tight to the left. Two men in the backfield. The sophomore quarterback, Jax Nelson from the gun. Two men behind him and a false start, and that'll help the Sailors.
Yeah, that's going to push him back 5.
Let's take this opportunity to thank our friends at Builders First Source for all your building materials, with 2 convenient locations in Steamboat Springs on 13th Street, now on Pine Grove Road as well. Also like to thank Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep. Coming for a test nap today on Loggers Lane, and Lord knows I could use a test nap, Mike.
You get our age, a nap just sounds good any time of day.
It just doesn't happen enough. That's
so what we're doing. The Sailors are going with 3 down linemen. It looks like they're doing a 3-4-4 maybe.
So from the gun, second down 15, direct snap to Camilletti. He cuts it back, stays on his feet, looking to pitch the ball. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play there.
Yeah, and you know what? That was number 70, Philip Harper, getting into the backfield, disrupting the play, and allowing number 30, Eli Beaver, to make the tackle. And while I'm talking about number 70, you say his grandma's listening.
His grandma's listening. He is the Phil Dozer.
What kind of kid from Texas never had a chicken fried steak? Grandma, you got to answer me that question. That's what we served the boys tonight. And he said he never had one.
Oh, my God, they're the best. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Back to pass. Jax throws that one up. It's short. Camilletti looked like it hit the turf.
It did. I think that was an incomplete. I believe it was an incomplete pass.
It's going to bring up another fourth down, so a nice defensive stand here for the Sailors, and it's 4th and 15. You got to be punting.
I agree. Especially in the first quarter. There's only 9 seconds left to go in the first. It's not been a pasting by any means. It's 7-0 football game. I don't think if you're Moffat, your defense was playing all right, came up with a couple of stops. I think you got to go for the punt.
Although Camilletti's dangerous.
Yeah,
watch.
And this is always, this part of the field is always where you can get away with a fake.
So big high kick. That one's going to go straight to the sideline. They're like, you know what? We don't want Mr. Krupp to get the ball.
There is a flag on the play. I'm thinking it might have been offsides on the punting unit. We'll see what they call.
So they did a big shift, right? They moved all their linemen off to the right. And so it made me think maybe they're going to run the football. Sailors have got an interesting punt formation as well.
Let's hope we don't see it.
Yeah.
Look at that offensive line of the Sailors. They're led right down. Look in the middle, number 77. Look at Cannon. Cannon Wilson down there, the center, taking over. We all know the center is the captain of the offensive line. He is a dedicated, motivated football player, and we're seeing how that transpires to his teammates, his other linemen. Number 62, Orse. Number 70, we touched on, Harper. Number 78, Wyatt O'Neal. These guys, they're They're down there. They're ready to play some football.
Have we seen a line this big? Like,
not
these
in a
are
long
hogs.
time. Not in a long time.
Dude, I've been calling these games for 30-plus years. This is a big offensive and defensive line. So Cobb rolling out off the snap. Got a man in his grill. That ball was tipped, but I think it's caught on the far side. Let's see if they mark it.
He might have come down with that. I think he did, and that was a heck of a job by Cobb. First of all, to avoid the sack and to get the ball off, put enough mustard on it that even though it was deflected, it was a reception brought down, and I didn't see
number 10.
Was it number 10?
I don't have him on my program. Look on the.
I got number 10. We're blank on both programs. Any help, number 10?
Let's see if I can.
Who's number 10? Does anybody know? We don't have him on the program.
Big shout out, of course, to our friends at Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing you local point of sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more to you and your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. And Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more. Knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. West Steamboat on Highway 40. So after one quarter of play, your Steamboat Sailors on top, 7-0. Thomas Krupp with the touchdown. And let's see if I can work a little magic here. If I can find, I've got an updated program. So, Mike, what are your thoughts after one quarter?
Well, I got to be honest. I think the Sailors, I think they should, we all know, they should be up 14-0. 7-0, you know, they're very much dominating the game. Defensively, even when Craig was getting up a little head of steam, the Sailors defensively looked like a bend, not break mode, and that's exactly what they did. Starting off the second quarter, you know, decent field position. They had a nice reception. I'm not quite sure why they've switched sides of the field now, obviously after the first quarter, but why the down marker is showing them where it is. I mean, they got second down and 10 to go. I thought we had a reception to end the first quarter, but
yeah, I thought that was a reception from number 10, but I guess not. They've switched sides. Sailors now moving right to left in all black. Man in motion, and that's Vanderbosch. Handoff inside. That's Krupp. Krupp cuts it over to the left side. He's got the first down. Down the sideline. Shimmy, shake. Give it to me. That's 25 yards.
And I'll tell you what, and we're going to go right back to him. Number 10, who we will get a name to on the outside as a wide receiver, put a block on the outside linebacker of the Moffat County Bulldogs that allowed Krupp to pick up the yardage. I mean, it was a serious block. He just took the man right out of play. So we do have to find out who number 10 is for the Steamboat Sailors.
I'm working on it.
We got some parents working on it in front of us, but so far he's definitely stepped it up. He's come to play some football.
We got trips in tight to the left, one receiver to the right. Another handoff there. No, that's a quarterback keep. Tanner Cobb with some green grass. There he goes down the sideline. He's looking at the end zone. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Tanner Cobb.
What a great job offensively. Great job by Coach Finch calling a play that really had Moffat not even in a position to make a play.
Who do you think, people? If you're listening to the radio, who do you think they were all keyed up on? Number 20. He put the ball in the basket and then he ripped it out and said, "I got this one," and he took it to the house.
I'll tell you what, Cobb,
is he not big? Does this not look like a different kid?
It looks like a different team actually from last year. This is obvious. This is without a doubt one of the biggest offensive lines I've ever seen. Cobb is huge. I mean, he's a big boy back there. This is a football team that can do some damage.
And Eli Beaver just kicked the extra point back to Mike Apple's house. That is a heck of a kick right there. 14-0 to score. 11-20, but do not sleep on this Moffat County Bulldog team. We'll take this opportunity to thank Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law. When life throws you a yellow flag, Ellens and Strom has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate business, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. So what a game so far. 14-0 after 2 quarters of play, or we're just starting the second quarter. 11:20 left. Take this opportunity to thank our friends at the Paoli Group. With the International Real Estate Brokerage, the agency, let Chris Paoli and his team help you.
Yeah, we just got it.
All right, everybody's getting it at the same time. Torin Knapp is number 10.
Thank you. Torin Knapp, number 10, who's come to play some football, helping his Sailors teammates.
All right, I still can't get over the fact that Philip Harper, who's a hog, who's been to Johnny B's with me when he was younger, hasn't had
he said, what, he said,
a chicken fried steak.
I said, come on, what kind of guy from,
he loved it.
He said, what kind of guy from Texas hasn't had a chicken fried steak? So Grandma, you got some explaining to do for us.
Well, thanks to Johnny B's for providing the team dinner here tonight. Eli Beaver with a big booming kick. He's going to send this one
nice kick
into the end zone, and it'll come out as a touchback. And we're getting it. Thank you, Lori.
So Cole Vasily, when did he do his knee?
Cole Vasily, second, third play.
Last week?
Yeah, of last week, and it's such a
Cole, I owe you. I'll make you a milkshake, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Good kid, good athlete, good football player.
Yeah, he's a heck of a hockey player as well. He plays lacrosse. Good student, good kid. His Uncle George, listening in Philadelphia. Bit of a Philadelphia pro sports fan. I won't put that. I won't let that get in the way. Inside handoff here. Sailors read it.
And that was all my guy, my dude, number 62, Kenny Orse the Horse, stacking it up. I'm surprised the kid can play football. He's got KW Orse Enterprises, you know.
He works his butt off.
He works like crazy. He's always all outside. Folks, if you ever need any odd jobs, tree work, landscaping, transport, junk removal, call my guy, Kenny Orse.
The Horse.
Orse the Horse. And what a wonderful dude.
He actually got a concussion last year during lacrosse season working. So I'm not going to I got to talk to Dad about how it actually happened. But a handoff, quick little end around there to Camilletti. Camilletti picking up positive yards there, about 8 on the play. Again, they run this double wing, and the Sailors are starting to run a double wing as well. They've changed. This is a new offense, Mike, for the Sailors. And the thing, very similar to what Moffat County does, they'll spread it out. They'll run a double wing. They'll get everybody tight. And it drives me crazy because I have a hard time figuring out what's going on.
It's hard picking up on the ball. Sure, it is.
So Bulldogs calling a timeout here with 10:30 left in this second quarter. 14-0 Sailors on top. It is the Coltrane rivalry. Take this opportunity to thank our friends at Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, bringing you the insurance touchdown of the game. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, solutions for life. Also like to thank Dr. Erica and the gang at Mountain Eye Works, helping you and the refs see better, and me, for all your eye care needs.
Yeah, look at my glasses here.
Look at you go.
That's right, yeah.
Did you finally go?
I've had contacts, but Dr. Musgrove, I've been wearing contacts since I was 16, or glasses.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking when I say they are the most quality eye doctor, eye professionals I've ever been part of. They're just fantastic. Can't say enough great things about Mountain Eye Works.
10:30 left in this second quarter. 14-0 the score. Moffat County has the ball. Second down, 15 to go. They are marked down at about the 16-yard line.
You got to love Sailor football, the parents and fans. We're like, who's number 10?
And everybody's
I've got
telling
like
us.
8 people.
We love it.
Thank you very much, dear.
Man in motion pitch over that left side. That's number 23, Owen Hill. Sailors meet him in the backfield.
Number 70, Philip Harper, the Phil Dozer, getting back there. And when he gets his hands around you, you might as well throw up the white flag because you're going down.
So that's going to bring up a third down. 14 to go for the first. Clock ticking here with 10:08 left in this first half.
Sailors are up 14-0, but you can tell this defense wants to get the ball back and get it into the offense's hands.
Now Moffat County spreading it out a little bit, sending number 2, Gavin Zulian, out wide to the right. Got a receiver in tight to the left. They are on that left hash, looking. The sophomore quarterback, he's got time. Rolling off to his right, looking, throwing. He's got a man open, and he threw it just behind number 10, Logan Ridehead, but it wasn't enough anyway.
Yeah, that was just, you know what that was? That was about the coverage. The defensive back stepped it up a notch that time, and I'm telling you what, there was no one open. Number 21, Luke Jordan, who last week had a hit. I was watching the game on TV. Jordan pasted that guy on the flare-out. But 21, Jordan, number 8, Blue Willis, 22, Lucas Johnson. Great job on the coverage, guys. Forced the quarterback to throw the ball where he didn't want to, and we got a punting situation.
So Camilletti back to punt. They do that shift, move everybody over to the left. They got a big wall in front of them, a big high kick. Krupp's going to field this at the 48. He's got room down the left sideline. He goes, turning on the burners. He's at the 15-yard line. He's out of bounds.
How did he do that?
He's like running in an elevator. There's white shirts all around him. They know he's going to get the ball, and bam!
And I'm like, is he out of bounds? He's not. He's skipping down the line, and he's like what should have been really legitimately a fair catch at best.
Yeah,
he's gallops it down the sideline. Sailor's ball in the red zone of Moffat County. Boom, just like that.
Down at the 19-yard line. Sailors have trips in tight to the left, one receiver. That's Gotro off to the right. From that left hash is Cobb, and he's got Eli Beaver in the backfield. And that's going to be a quick flare pass, and Tanner just put a little bit too much on it.
And you know what? Prior to the play start, and I was going to say, one thing they got to do, and I know this from talking to the coaches, they got to get the ball into the receiver's hands a bit. Gotro, number 5, Gotro, number 3, Vanderbosch, number 10, Knapp. That's because you got to keep the defense honest. If you can put the ball in the receiver's hands, then it'll free up the running game even that much more.
All right, one receiver off to the right. That's Gotro. Trips in tight to the left. And a handoff there to Beaver. Beaver turns it around the outside. Cuts back. He's inside the 10. Down to the 5. Still on his feet. Diving to the end zone. Down to the 1.
Man. God, what a run. That was like right in front of us. That was beautiful to watch. Eli is such a strong kid. He's another one like Cobb. He's bulked up. He's strong.
Pardon the cliche. Thunder and lightning.
Yeah, right? Exactly. And he was just following his block. I love when you see the ball carrier grab hold of his teammate's jersey and just says, lead for me, big man, and down he goes.
So Cannon Wilson under center. From the gun is Cobb. Another handoff to Beaver. Beaver's got a bunch of white shirts at his feet, but he dives forward. Touchdown, Sailors!
And like you say, thunder with the lightning. That was thunder that time because Eli got that ball. He went half a yard over the line of scrimmage and got hit by 2 Moffat County defenders. And he just willed himself to get down. I thought he was going to be down with like maybe a half-yard loss. Instead, he plows it in, reaches, and gets the touchdown.
Sailors on top 20-0. Eli Beaver with the touchdown. Now he's looking to make the extra point. Here comes the snap and the hold, and it is blocked. Low line drive kick there, and that is no good. So with 8:50 left in this first half, 20-0. the score, Sailors on top.
I missed the number for Moffat County, and you got to give props. When you can tell they're not laying down. When a guy breaks through like that and leaps and blocks the extra point, you could tell this is a team that says we're down, but we're not out. Although I'll take it right now, Sailors 8:50 to go in the first half. We got a 20-0 lead. The defense is playing lights out. We have offensive weapons we haven't even touched on yet.
No doubt. Big shout out to our friends at Steamboat Roofing for all your roofing needs. Go see Matt Kempton and the gang at steamboatroofing.com, helping the Sailors raise the roof after every victory. And One Off Auto Center, formerly Doc's Auto. Same great service, same great place for all your automotive repair needs. Jason Bongiorno and the gang. Of course, they specialize in diesel, but for all your automotive repair needs, One Off Auto Center. So Sailors sprint up to the ball. Sailors in black, kicking this ball off. Back deep here. We've got Camilletti here on that left side, and it looks to me like 23 Owen Hill back at about the 10-yard line. Beaver drives that ball right down the gut into the end zone, and nothing you can do about it.
Oh, nice kick, number 30, Eli Beaver. Runs it, gets it down to the 1. Runs the next play into 3 defenders, stretches, reaches, wills the ball, gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Does the extra point attempt that gets blocked, goes down and kicks off. I mean, you're talking about what an integral part of his team. And now he'll be playing linebacker.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 20, moving left to right on your radio dial. One receiver off to the right. Man in tight now. He goes in motion. That's Camilletti. Inside handoff there. Sailors read it.
Yep, and that was number 56, A.J. Giesland, who's having a heck of a game himself. He popped through the linebacker position and took down the ball carrier. Great job on the tackle. Pretty much man-to-man by number 56, Giesland.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down, about 7 to go for the first. Ball is marked down at about the 23.5-yard line, maybe the 24. Clock ticking with 8:20 left in this second quarter. Bulldogs sending one receiver, lone receiver off to the right. That's Nez. Man in motion. And an inside handoff there. Positive yards for Reedhead. And he's going to be close to the first down, Mike.
He is going to be close. I think they're going to give it to him. Yeah, that was the first down. Nice job in the open field tackle by the Sailors, number 55, Burr Schlaff. Calling the linebackers' numbers a little bit too much, but we'll see. The defensive linemen are taking on 1 or 2 of the offensive linemen in Moffat County each. It's freeing up their linebackers to do their job.
1st and 10, ball at the 30. Handoff over the right side now. That's Hill. And Hill gets stretched. He picks up positive yards, maybe 4 on the play.
Yeah, he was tracked down. Number 18, Ike Alexander, chasing him. Allowed number 14 for your Sailors, Frank Boyce, to come up and push the ball carrier out of bounds after only about a 3-yard pickup.
2nd down, about 6 to go for the first. 4-yard pickup on the carry. Bulldogs break the huddle. They got Zulian off to the right here, trips. Everybody's kind of in tight, man in motion. Another trap play over the right side to Camilletti, and we got flags on the play.
I think we might have had a face mask or a holding against Moffat County. Holding, and that was against number 18, one of the Pine Street boys, Ike Alexander. He got into the backfield, and really the offensive man for Moffat had no choice but to grab hold of his jersey and pull him backwards, or that would have been a sack in the backfield, maybe a turnover.
7:35, clock stopped with the penalty. It's going to move the ball back to about the 27-yard line. 2nd down and about 14 to go for the Bulldogs. So Sailors defense has settled down, Mike.
Really playing good job and really doing a good job on the tackling aspect which we touched on earlier. Really good job.
Two receivers in tight to the right, man in motion pitch over that right side. That's Hill again, and the Sailors are in the backfield. We've got a shipwreck back there, Mike.
Boy, it looked like number 2, Weston Worley, one of the defensive backs, getting into the backfield there, wrapping up the ball carrier and bringing him down for a big loss. Great job getting back there, reading the play by number 2, Worley.
So that's going to bring up a third down and about 17, 18 there.
Sailors defense is clicking right now. They have their assignments, and they are all checking the boxes.
Receiver wide to the right, one to the left, in tight, rolling to his right, looking, throwing that ball up, and that one is knocked away. Beautiful defensive play there. Jack Nelson, that was a nice throw.
Yeah, no, it was a good throw, but it was fantastic coverage. There was really nowhere to throw it to. Number 14, Boyce, had man-to-man coverage, and that ball, there was no chance of the receiver getting to that football.
So 6:23, clock stopped with the incomplete pass. Sailors on top, 20-0. 6:23 left in this second quarter. 4th and long, another punting situation here for the Bulldogs. Back to punt here, and again, they pull this ship.
If I'm Moffat, I'm nervous right now. With that much green in front of Krupp.
Here comes a high snap. Camilletti skies that one. It looks like it may have been blocked. Get out of the way, boys, as that one goes out of bounds. And I think it's back to the line of scrimmage. So a huge, huge play. So the Sailors will have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like the Moffat County punt team just wasn't all in sync with what they should be doing.
So what the Sailors did last week, Mike, they put so much pressure defensively in that first half on that Coleridge team. 4 turnovers.
Yeah, it makes you change what you're doing.
Right. And you feel all of a sudden this Sailor defense, especially this defensive line, is starting to gain some traction.
They are. They're really starting to feast. You know, the old cliche, like sharks smelling blood in the water.
So from the gun, Tanner Cobb, inside handoff to Krupp. Krupp bounces off a couple of tackles and picks up 5 yards.
You know, even that play, like you see him get hit, after picking up 3 yards, he gets hit, and then he picks up 4, then 5, then 6. I mean,
and pardon the cliche again, but he's very Barry Sanders-esque.
He really is.
Throw that around. You know, we haven't seen a runner like this
since Joe Dover.
Yes. So 2nd down, 4 to go. Ball inside the 15 down to the 13.5. 2 receivers to the left, man in motion. Quick little flare play. That's Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch has got green grass. Touchdown!
Vanderbosch got the touchdown he so desperately wanted.
So Cohen Vanderbosch went in motion, and literally they faked the handoff. The whole defense was going the other way because they thought they were going to hand the ball off. Vanderbosch was wide open on that flare pass and just took it into the end zone.
I'll tell you, talking to Coach Finch tonight, who's running the offense, and he said this is the most comfortable he's ever been with an offensive unit since he's been here. And he really, what he really harped on was how coachable all the guys on the offensive side of the ball are. He's like, they're all receptive to what he's been asking. They're all listening to their assignments, and they're all putting the team first. And you just got to love it. And we're seeing the fruits of the labor here this evening.
So here comes the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick, line drive.
I think that was wide.
So Beaver, who had been so consistent.
Uncharacteristically, but it is getting wet out there.
Yeah.
I'm told it's starting to rain. I wouldn't know, us up here in the booth.
Yeah. I don't know if Stu's going to agree with me or not, but a little better digs up here in the booth opposed to what we were dealing with at Cole Ridge. Fortunately, all the weather happened before the game at Cole Ridge, and it turned into a beautiful night. We have got a sweet press box here at Steamboat Springs High School. 5:31 left in this first half. Sailors on top, 26-0. Don't go anywhere, though. This Moffat County team does not give up at all. take this opportunity to thank our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank with locations in Steamboat and Craig. They are lending, member FDIC. So 5:31 left in this first half. 26-0. Sailors on top. 17-yard touchdown reception for Cohen Vanderbosch. I think the new number's treating him well.
So far, so good.
He confused me. I'm looking for 13.
I'm happy for Cohen because he was amped up at the diner tonight. He was getting his teammates pumped.
Unsportsmanlike, moving him back maybe.
A little too much celebration?
Yeah, maybe.
Heaven forbid.
Boy, we've got a packed house here at Gardner Field.
We do. There's the entire student body is here. Fantastic to watch. Great way to start the Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Home football game. Like you said earlier, the Coltrane rivalry. The home team we know has been playing lights out and very, very motivated football. Great way to start the holiday weekend.
It's a big weekend here in Steamboat. So Eli Beaver is going to kick this off from the Sailors' 25-yard line after the penalty, which we think was maybe an unsportsmanlike. Beaver with a line drive kick. He's going to send that one back. It's touched, and no, he's going to take it out. And here he comes. And the Sailors knock him down at the 13-yard line. So, heck, let's kick it from the 25 all the time, Mike.
Number 22, Lucas Johnson down there on the kickoff coverage, and that is fast. A wonderful thing to see.
That kid
loves that
fast.
kid. Outstanding job. I believe number 88 helped out a bit. Kai Roshan.
That sounds right.
He looks pretty amped up. And Kai's an awesome kid, too. One of my diner regulars.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10. Ball marked down to about the 13.5, maybe the 14-yard line of Moffat County. The Bulldogs sending Zulian wide to the left, one receiver off to the right. Man in motion is Camilletti. Watch out. Inside handoff there. And the Sailors read that one like a book.
Boy, they read it better than I did. I was looking all over the field for the ball. Luckily for the Sailors, number 44, Sean Struble, one of the veteran linebackers, wasn't fooled by the inside handoff fake, got to the outside, and put a big hit on the Moffat County ball carrier.
5 minutes left in this first half. Clock ticking down. 2nd down, 10 to go. From the gun, under center, Jax Nelson. He pitches that ball back to number 10, Ridehead. Ridehead's red, and they read that one again. Knocked down for a loss back to the 10-yard line. Mike, who was in on that?
Well, I don't have time to say all the numbers of the Sailors who got up there on the ball.
Flotilla.
I think out of the 11 defensive players the Sailors had, 9 of them had got in and got a little bit of a lick. That ball was almost fumbled on the pitch. The Moffat County ball carrier did an excellent job coming down with it, trying to get to the outside, but by the time he got out there, the play broke down and it was just a wall of Sailors to greet him.
So, 3rd down and a country mile here. Looking about 15. Back to pass. Nelson throwing that ball up, and that was caught. Number 1, Kenyon Camilletti, no surprise there. He picks up a 1st down and then some with a 35-yard pass and catch.
Yeah, he got to the outside. Number 22, Johnson, for the Sailors was in coverage. I don't think any of us were expecting such a well-thrown football. Excellent job by the quarterback for the Moffat County Bulldogs. He threw a dart down the sideline, put it in a spot where only the receiver could come down with it, and it was a great job. 1st down, Bulldogs.
Jax Nelson under center. Fakes the pitch. Inside handoff there. Logan Reedhead. And the Sailors are able to make the stop there after a pickup of a yard or two.
Nice job by the Sailors' defensive line, which was given a little breather to number 62, Oris the Horse, and number 70, the Bulldozer. They got a little breather there. Number 68, Wyatt O'Neill's coming out right now, and number 72, Sloop. They did a great job filling in, allowing the line to stay a little fresh.
Second down, about 7 for the first. Rolling out is Nelson, looking, throws that ball up. Intended for number 23, Hill, and just overthrew him.
Number 23, if he would have come down with that ball, number 21, a kid who we've seen knows how to hit, Luke Jordan, was tracking him. He had him in his sights. It's almost a fortuitous thing for the Bulldogs that ball was overthrown.
So 2:54, clock stopped with the incomplete pass. Third down, about 7 to go. Big shout out to Ryan Barr watching from Sanger, Texas. Purdy and Eric and Frazier in Gretna, Nebraska. Oh, that's Gretna, Nebraska this weekend. Is it Gretna? Gretna. And as I was giving the shout out, nice little run there by number 23 around the outside. Owen Hill coming left to right. He's going to be close to the first down, Mike.
Yeah, he did a great job. The quarterback did a great job stringing out the play through the little dart, got to number 23. Number 23 picked up the first down. Excellent job by the Moffat County Bulldog offense.
Not going away.
No, not going away at all.
We mentioned it before. They were down 24-0 last week and ended up losing 24-20.
All they want to do is score before the end of the half.
Oh, Sailors jump, but who's that on?
I believe that one's going to go against the boys in black.
Yeah, they were hungry.
They were a little over anxious.
And when you're hungry, Johnny B. Good's Diner, downtown Steamboat Springs, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What do we have going on this weekend for the Labor Day holiday?
We got some great specials. We teamed up with the Home Ranch. We got some of their fantastic beef products in. Ooh. We're going to do some specials, Home Ranch specials, some drink specials, whatever you want. Really, if you come in, if the Sailors win, I'll be in such a good mood tomorrow. Just tell me what you want, and I'll put it up there. But my wife's doing, we got a great happy hour, and we got a diner bingo going on. You get a bingo sheet each time you order a different item. It's actually pretty cool. I'll tell you what, the middle school kids love it. They get an item, they get a check, they're all trying to get bingo.
That's awesome.
Trying to have fun. That's what we're doing.
One receiver in tight to the right, ball on this right hash. Man in motion, ball down. And a smart move there by Jax Nelson, the sophomore quarterback, to fall on it. They lose 2 yards on the play, though, and that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7.
2:30 to go in the first half. Sailors are up 26-0. And like we said, right now, this is where the Sailors defense doesn't want to rock backwards at all, because Moffat, they want more than anything up to this point in the game to put some points on the board at the end of the first half.
2nd down, 7. Nelson under center. Man in motion is Camilletti, rolling off to his left. Nelson looking. He's got black shirts in his face. He throws that one up. And my, oh me, number 10. Reedhead nearly came down with it, but he had 3 defenders in his grill.
The defenders were there, and the Moffat County receiver was looking for a pass interference flag, but he's lucky because that was actually against him. He shoved the defender in the back to go up for the ball, so he's lucky it wasn't offensive pass interference.
Yeah, there was contact both ways. Good call or non-call by the refs.
Yeah, excellent job. So far, a very, very well-refereed game.
Did you hear that, Rusty?
We love you, buddy. Good job. They really are.
Oh, they do a good job.
They're calling them when they need to call them.
It's not an easy job.
Oh, God, it's the hardest job on the field.
This is why I don't do it. 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 45 of Steamboat. 2 minutes left in this first half. Sailors on top, 26-0. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Timeout called by Coach Colgate and the Moffat County Bulldogs.
You see what they were doing now. the Moffat County was doing a hard count, trying to get the Sailors to jump, see if they could pick up. Because right now, to this point in the game, Moffat County's finding themselves in something that no offensive coordinator likes: third and long, third and long, third and long. That's always a tough row to hoe. What they were trying to do is doing a hard count to get our offensive line or defensive linemen to jump again and go from third and about 7 or 8, third and about 7 to third and about 2, and that changes the whole dynamic of your offensive play calling. Luckily, the Sailors, I think they were on board with it, although I could tell number 70, Harper, he was itching to get in there.
The bulldozer.
He was chomping at the bit.
He's going to be playing hockey. He's coming back to the ice. Played basketball for a couple years, stopped playing hockey. He was a beast when he was younger. I'm psyched to see that.
Very enthusiastic and athletic football player. You love to see.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Nelson from the gun. He's got one man in with him. Throws that ball to the flat. And, that was close to a first down, but it drops incomplete. Gavin Zulian, the intended receiver, and that's going to bring up a 4th and long.
That's a tough break for Moffat County because our defensive line really got through in there. I think number 66, if I'm seeing right, Lucas Froman, is that correct?
Yep.
He got through, and just the quarterback got off in nick of time. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, that pass was straight up dropped.
They're going for it on 4th down here. 4th and about 7. Ball at the 45. Nelson throws it over that right side. Got rid of it quick. That one skips in, and the Sailors get the ball back on down. So another huge stop for Steamboat.
And what's unfortunate for the Bulldogs there, and it's indicative of a young team, 2 receivers in the same spot there. That was a good thrown football. There were 2 receivers, and they both kind of pulled up because they thought the other guy. They thought the other guy was going to get it. That should have been a completion. That incomplete is not on the Bulldog quarterback.
So the Sailors have it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
A minute 53 to go. They're going to be looking Sailor points on the board now.
Receivers to the right, Lucas snap wide to the right, 2 receivers to the left, Gotro wide to the left. Cohen Vanderbosch in the slot. Tanner Cobb is going to unload. He's got a man down. That's Cohen Vanderbosch. That's a pass. That's a catch. That's a touchdown, Steamboat. 60 yards.
Woohoo! Oh, baby. My goodness. Let's start with the offensive line, giving Cobb all the time he needed. Vanderbosch on the outside, man-to-man coverage, and Cohen got behind the defensive back. Cobb saw him, and Cobb threw a perfect football. And
Cohen Vanderbosch ran right underneath it, wide open. A 1st and 10 play. You're thinking they're just going to run the football, and Eli Beavers got a stroke back, and just like that, 33-0. Steamboat Sailors, 1:43 left in this first half.
I'll tell you, that ball was so well thrown, and Vanderbosch was so wide open that's the only worry when it's up there. Sometimes when that ball, when it's just so easy and so open and you just should come down with it, that's when you get a little nervous as a wide receiver. Not Cohen, man. He's been itching after missing last week's game, being ill. He was itching to get back, and he is performing tonight.
Well, Coach talked about it. Last week, Tanner Cobb was like 4 of 12, something like that. He wanted to get a better completion percentage. They're running the football to set up the pass, and that's exactly what they did on that play. Throwing on 1st down and going for it all. Wow! Yeah. What a pass! What a catch!
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's been a really good job. And when you have, I know they have a receiver core that's top notch, but when you got Gotro, the 2 seniors, Gotro on one side and Vanderbosch on the other, and then you factor in either Beaver or Krupp in the backfield. I mean, this is an offense, let's knock on wood. They stay healthy. This is a team that's going to go places, and it's exactly what we were saying last season, that this is a year that could be special.
1:43 left in this first half. That kick fielded at the 8-yard line, and here comes Owen Hill. He's got wheels, bounces off one tackle, and he's down at the 23-yard line.
He got wrapped up by a bunch, but number 22, Lucas Johnson again, getting down there, disrupting the flow of the kick returner, made him stop, go around, come back this way, and run into just a wall of Sailor defenders.
So
I'll tell you what, sorry to interrupt, Harv, but who's really bringing some life to the Sailors team, particularly on the defensive line, is this number 70, Philip Harper, the Bulldozer. This kid, he's playing lights out, and he's getting his teammates. He's that good that he's making his teammates better.
Absolutely. From the gun, 3 receivers off to the right. Quick handoff over to Hill. He jet sweeps, spins, and he picks up about a yard. Owen Hill on the carry.
Man, he ran all day to pick up a yard.
I know they've run that sweep a few times, and the Sailors not buying in after
just stringing it out.
Yeah. This defense so disciplined, and Coach Prismus loves just subbing the guys in. He said he had over 23 kids get on the field last week on defense alone. Rolling to his right, throwing, he's got a man. That one's caught. First down, Bulldogs in Steamboat territory. Don't go anywhere as number 10, Logan Reedhead, with the catch, and that's a 45-yard pick.
Well, what happened there is 2 wide receivers for Moffat. Number 10 went deep. One of the other guys went short, and Blue Willis had to decide. He was kind of in between, and the ball went just over Willis's outstretched hands on the coverage. Willis was trying to cover 2 guys at the same time. Luckily for the Sailors, he got back on the receiver and made the tackle.
So we've got 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. From the gun is Nelson. Back to pass. The sophomore throws it down the middle. That one, was complete. That ball dropped incomplete.
But that was
Weston Worley.
A second
yeah.
from being a fumble. And number 2 for the Sailors, Worley, he saw nothing but the end zone.
Green grass and high times, baby. So 2nd down, 10 to go. He had nothing but daylight there. So 2nd down, 10, ball on the 45. 30.4 seconds left in this first half. Sailors leading 33-0. Nelson from the gun. He's got receivers to the right and left. And there's a little trickeration ball down. Sailors get it. Wow. Sailors recover. Who got it, Mike?
I'm trying. He's going to come around this way. Eli Beaver on fumble recovery. That Beaver is all over this field.
He's a busy little Beaver. 25.4 seconds left in this first half, and look out.
There's been over the years a few guys that we refer to as a downhill football player, and one of them is Eli Beaver. It just looks like the field is tilted, and when he's running, he's just always looking like he's running downhill, and some of his opponents are running up trying to catch him. He is a downhill football player, and he is fun to watch.
Tanner Cobb with an empty backfield. Krupp way wide to the right. We got 4 receivers off to the right. Cobb's got a little pressure, and that ball nearly intercepted. Clock stops with 20 seconds. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Trying to thread the needle in between 3 defenders, Cobb was. He's throwing a dart, no mistake, but the last second, that one got deflected. Me personally, 20 seconds go on the clock. You got Krupp in the backfield.
Run it.
The guy protects the football. I say run it. Maybe you break something. Otherwise, you go into the locker room with a 33-0 lead.
You got Beaver. Also, Lucas Johnson is the 3rd running back. Coach speaks volumes about him. We've seen his speed on special teams and defense. So let's run the football. 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. And Fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, looking, unloads, throws that ball down that right sideline. That's Gotro! He catches it, and there's a flag on the play. He's down to the 7-yard line. That's going to stop the clock with 9.5 seconds left in this first half.
Well,
Sailors on top 33-0.
I don't know what the flag is because it was kind of in the middle of the field. But either way, I'll tell you what it was Cobb having all day, offensive line doing a fantastic job.
That was pass interference.
That was pass interference. But Cobb is like, his arm is, it was just fantastic. That was a throw, like a pro-level throw.
He has gotten so big. He spent a lot of time in the weight room. And this kid is a different kid than we've seen the last 2 seasons. He kind of got remember when Jesse Hamrick got hurt his senior year, Cobb got thrown in as a sophomore. And he was teeny, and he did great back then. He's just matured. 2 receivers to the right, man in motion. And the quick little flare play again. Sailors got it. Cohen Vanderbosch takes it in for his 3rd touchdown.
Cohen's 3rd touchdown, and this team is fired up. They are not taking their foot off the gas, nor should they. They got a lot of history to make up for. They know this MOFFAT team's going to be back. They're not going to give up tonight. They're not going to give up on their season. We're going to see MOFFAT back. But right now, the Sailors are enjoying the fruits of their labors, all the practice they put in.
And there's the snap, the hold,
Extra
and the kick.
point's good. But you know, that pass, that deep pass to Gotro, he was in man-to-man coverage, and I'll tell you why. Because the defenders were keying on Vanderbosch, and they had 3 guys covering him. 2 off the line of scrimmage and 1 deep. That allowed Gotro to be in man-to-man coverage. And nothing for nothing, Harv. These kids are executing. But right now, what we're seeing is the offensive coordinator for the Sailors, Coach Aaron Finch, is really, really calling a football game.
Well, he has never been one to take his foot off the gas, Mike.
No. But what he's doing, I mean, you know, like you say, it's only the first half. So we're not going to say, the first half's over. We're not going to say anything other than what he's doing as well is giving his players, what's up, pal? He's giving his players the real-time game practice that they need to move on down the season.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. It's halftime. Your Steamboat Sailors on top, 40-0. We've got some Sailor spotlights on the way. We'll be back with first half stats and second half action right here on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. We are KTYV Sports on FM, 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builders First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens and Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eye Works,
Johnny B. Good's Diner, One-Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Hi, this is Jimmy from Builders First Source, now in 2 locations here in Steamboat Springs. And we're proud to support Steamboat Sailor Sports on KTYV Sports on FM. At Builders First Source, we foster and encourage teamwork, and we know that athletics builds that strong sense of team and working for the greater good, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors High School Sports. Builders First Source, now with 2 locations, east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. Good luck to all the high school teams across the Yampa Valley.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens and Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens and Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens and Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is the place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test, and you will see we're the best.
Kids are back in school and hunting season is close at hand. But have you gotten all of your outdoor projects completed? Steamboat Ace is here to help. They have the stain you need for your deck so it's protected through the winter. How about that trim on the house that needs to be painted? You know Steamboat Ace is an outstanding paint store inside a great hardware store. And don't forget they carry camping gear with great brands like Yeti, Coleman, and Weber. Steamboat Ace is here to help you get your work done and enjoy the great outdoors. Steamboat Ace, your helpful hardware place.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
I'm Kersey Zeus, and I play wide receiver and safety. I've been playing football for 4 years, and our team goal for the season is to beat Craig and make the playoffs, and I'm hoping I get some touches on the ball and hopefully get a pick. Some other sports I play are track, and I might wrestle. My favorite subject in school is math because I'm good at it. This summer, I went and visited family in Chicago, and after I graduate, I'm planning to go to college and travel, and my favorite movie is Fight Club because it's a great movie. I am Kersey Zeus, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services is proud to bring you this broadcast of Sailor Sports. They know each athlete has worked hard and dedicated themselves to their sport. That's how Mountain West was built, through hard work and dedication. Their local agents are ready to find an auto, home, business, health, or farm and ranch policy to fit your life. Visit one of their offices in Steamboat, Craig, or Meeker, and good luck, sailors. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, solutions for life.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens & Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, this is Jimmy from Builders First Source, now in 2 locations here in Steamboat Springs. And we're proud to support Steamboat Sailor Sports on KTYV Sports on FM. At Builders First Source, we foster and encourage teamwork, and we know that athletics builds that strong sense of team and working for the greater good, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors High School Sports. Builders First Source, now with 2 locations east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. Good luck to all the high school teams across the Yampa Valley.
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is the place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test, and you will see we're the best.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Miguel Uribe. I play offensive line, defensive line. I've been playing football for 4 years. Personal goal I have for myself this season is to put in some extra work during the season. I've been going to the gym early in the morning recently. Outside of football, I like camping and playing video games. My favorite subject in school has to be history because I just find it interesting. This summer, I worked and went camping a lot. After high school, I want to go to college, but I'm not too sure what I want to do. My favorite movie has to be Finding Nemo. It's a banger. I'm Miguel Uribe, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailor Sports Broadcast.
Steamboat Roofing Company, proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski, bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailor Sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Jason here with One Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Does your diesel truck overheat hauling heavy loads? Don't ignore the signs. It could be a clogged radiator, failing fan clutch, or much worse, waiting to fail. Don't wait until you're on the side of the road with a trailer full of trouble. That's your car tip of the day from One Off Auto Center. Book online at oneoffautocenter.com. That's oneoffautocenter.com. Easy to find on Copper Ridge Drive. One Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Hey, I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group. The Paoli Group has made the strategic move to join forces with the agency.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like a Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go Sailors.
Hi, this is Jimmy from Builders First Source, now in 2 locations here in Steamboat Springs. And we're proud to support Steamboat Sailor Sports on KTYV Sports on FM. At Builders First Source, we foster and encourage teamwork, and we know that athletics builds that strong sense of team and working for the greater good, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors High School Sports. Builders First Source, now with 2 locations, east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. Good luck to all the high school teams across the Yampa Valley.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Blue Wills, number 18. I play safety and receiver. That's my 4th year of football. My personal goal for this year is to beat Craig. Only other sport I played was basketball. Favorite subject would be math. Just hung out with my family, travel a little bit, and focus on football. Go to college, maybe play football in college. If not, just work. My favorite movie would probably be Fast and Furious. I am Blue Wills, and I am proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builders First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens and Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eye Works,
Johnny B. Good's Diner, One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors Football.
Brian Harvey, Mike Deemer, live at Gardner Field after one half of play. It's the Steamboat Sailors 40, Moffat County Bulldogs nothing, and you heard that right. It has been a few years. Well, the Steamboat Sailors have been at the other end of this for many years.
We've seen it. It's tough. I remember, was it 2 or 3 seasons ago
when they had Evan Atkin, the running back?
And literally in the first quarter, it was like 34-0.
The wind was blowing 100 miles an hour.
It was brutal.
So brutal. It's cyclical, so we're not going to gloat too much because we know
that's for sure. Because maybe in a year, maybe 2 years. I mean, the Sailors, the junior class for this football team, sophomores and juniors are top notch. So maybe we're building into something, but we are going to lose a lot of seniors. My son Jack's class, these are all his buddies. Wyatt O'Neal, Kenny Orse,
Ike Alexander. I mean, Cannon Wilson. All these kids who are seniors, the Sailors are going to lose. It is so cyclical in high school football, and that's why we don't want to say anything other than outside. Keep it on the field is what I'm saying. Absolutely. Big game. Tanner Cobb, the quarterback, had a 43-yard run for a touchdown. Of course, Tanner, too. He's a senior. Yep, absolutely, as is Thomas Krupp. And, Krupp has been an integral part of, or integral, depending on how you pronounce it, part of this Sailors team for the last 3 years. Krupp has a touchdown. Cohen Vanderbosch, welcome back, buddy. Holy cow, his dad just went down and saw his dad, who's a little pumped up, a little excited. Do we blame him? But, I mean, really, there's a lot of factors in. Cohen's having a great game. Abbott Gotro, great reception down the line. Oh, but it's set up by the running game. It all goes back. And the running game is set up by this offensive line. These guys are dominating the trenches. They're giving Krupp holes that I could run through. Maybe not, but you know what I'm saying. They're giving them the holes, the play calling, everything has just been done top notch, and that's allowed when you got a running game going like that. It allows the receivers to get behind their man-to-man coverage because they got to bring somebody up to try to stop Krupp defensively, and it allows the receivers to get going. So then we see Gotro going down the sideline. And I got to give a shout out. We got one of Abbott Gotro's favorite. His Aunt Sherry is in Colorado Springs. She's watching. I just saw Eric on the halftime break. He said, I got to say hello to Aunt Sherry and her. And this is not coming from me. I'm just reading what's sent to me. Her sweet baby cat, Holland. I don't know. I kind of feel a little dirty even saying that. But I did it, and I did it for Eric Gotro. Well, here come your Steamboat Sailors in black. Through the tunnel they come. We have got a huge crowd here. Good representation here from Moffat County as well. But Gardner Field is absolutely packed. It is, and nobody's going anywhere because we're kicking some booty. Big shout out to Stu Kochi on the camera. He's getting accolades. We're getting texts. People are loving what he's doing. So, good stuff. As you can watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Of course, you can listen to it online at steamboatradio.com. Click on the Listen Live tab. The drop-down goes, hit on KTYV, go there, and of course you can listen here across the Yampa Valley on KTYV Sports on FM 105.7, 97.7. I got a text. Somebody said, it's good to hear you two babbling again. You haven't screwed up much so far tonight. Oh, well, thank you. It's like, come on. You got to stick the knife in a little and twist it while you're... And twist it. I'd like to thank our friends at Builders First Source for all your building materials with two convenient locations in Steamboat Springs on 13th Street and now on Pine Grove Road, the former location of Alpine Lumber. Also like to thank Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep, coming for a test nap. Easy to find on Loggers Lane. Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing you local point-of-sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and so much more. To you and your business, learn more at DotsonPOS.com. Also like to thank Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, garden, grills, and more. Knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. West Steamboat on Highway 40, right in front of Steamboat Lumber. And in the house, it's me, Brian Harvey, alongside Mike Deemer.
Having fun. What a wonderful way to start the holiday weekend.
Absolutely. And it is a busy weekend. We got free music up at the ski area tomorrow evening with Magoo. If you like bluegrass, this is a good weekend to be in Steamboat Springs. Then on Sunday, it's the Brothers Comatose with the Little Moon Travelers opening. So bluegrass, and a little bit more bluegrass, but rockin' bluegrass, and it'll be fun.
And going into September, one of my favorite months in Steamboat. I love September, the time of year. Football, you can mountain bike, hike, fish. There's so much to do. The weekends are chock full. We're really looking forward, business-wise, to this weekend. We got all hands on deck down at Johnny B. Good's. We're looking to have a jamming weekend and move into September, and we're really looking forward to the off-season because we know September is important of the ski season coming up, and we're really looking forward to it.
No doubt. And don't forget, riding in the Rockies bull riding Saturday down at historic Romick Rodeo Arena. Andy Mortensen putting on a show. This year we've got some incredible bull riders, including her sons JC and Jackson, both coming off the PBR.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun.
We brought my son Charlie. Happy birthday, Charlie, tomorrow. My boy turns 14. He's an 8th grader. Got to say happy birthday to him. I love you, son. But we had a birthday party for him last Saturday at the rodeo. We brought 14 of his crew over to the rodeo grounds. And folks, I'm telling you, if you live here and you're here in the summertime or visiting in the summertime and you don't get to the rodeo, you are doing yourself a disservice because it is a carnival.
Yeah.
John Shipley does such a great job on the commentating, and it was a ball. It really was a lot of fun. You got to hit the rodeo up. If you haven't made one of the regular series through the summer, try to get there tomorrow night. I promise you'll have a good time.
Well, the bull riding, of course, a little bit different. Just straight bull riding. They cut the arena in half. So you are up close and personal. You get dirt and some other guacamole and
saliva.
Stuff. Yeah, you get to smell, feel, and taste it. No, it is super, super fun. All right, second half action. Sailors on top, kicking off left to right. Eli Beaver with the kick, back deep for the Moffat County Bulldogs. Kenyon Camilletti, who has been a beast despite the score, and Owen Hill. And here comes the kick. Hill takes that one at the 15, up to the 20, 25. He's got a hole. And met there by a slew of sailors. Who was in on that, Mike?
Number 85, Jackson Coolidge. I hope I'm saying the name right. Coolidge, number 85. He pasted the ball carrier. I mean, one of those tackles you see where he hits him in the chest, and you can feel it up here, like his sternum compressing and the air going out his ears, and he's just falling over backwards going, oh, man, maybe I'm going to try out for the golf team.
So
nice hit by number 85.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, sending 2 receivers off to the left, spreading it out, 2 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. From the gun, Nelson, low snap, throws it out to the right to Camilletti. Sailors in on it. Number 2, Weston Worley.
Yeah, Worley read that one good. Went up, made the hit, and number 44, Sean Struble, finished it off. Great job by number 2, the defensive back, Weston Worley.
Clock ticking here, third quarter action, 10:50. Not sure. Will we see with a 40-point lead? Is it a mercy clock right now?
You'll know the rules a little better than me.
Not sure what the actual score.
I hope it stretches out because I want to see Coach get in some of the second and third stringers, have the opportunity.
He does a good job of that. Back to pass here. Nelson looking. Quick screen pass to Camilletti. Camilletti, positive yards, gets about 1 or 2. Took that play a while to develop.
It did, and one of the Sailors just missing it in the backfield, I think was number 69, Lyle Henninger, who just missed break, just destroying the receiver as that play was developing.
So clock ticking at 10 minutes left in this third quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Jax Nelson, the quarterback, from the gun. Back to pass, looking. He's got a man in his grill. He throws that one, and that one's nearly picked off. We had Struble and Worley and number 22 in on that play as well, Lucas Johnson.
Yeah, but that was number 2. Worley breaking up the play, deflecting it. Struble almost coming down with the INT.
So the Sailors punting situation. Kai Roshan back deep. And he's a youngster. Was he a freshman or a sophomore?
I think he's a sophomore. No. I'm going to have to find out. We'll have to go to our posse and get his
Here's the snap. Big, high punt. Roshan back deep. There he's got it at the 25. And he is going to be down.
Wet field. I'm just glad he's handled it. You know, at this point of his career, you just want to make sure you put him in a punt. That's like the whole stadium watching you and nobody else.
Well, he a little jittery right there, right? He catches the ball, and I think his feet were already moving. You know, he was ready to go.
Cartoons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Roadrunner. So 8:30 and counting. It does look like mercy rule in effect here. Clock rolling down. Sailors have it 1st and 10. Cobb from the gun. He's got Krupp to his left. Trips in tight to the right. There's a handoff to Krupp. Krupp over this right side. Picks up about 5 yards on the play.
Good job on the offensive line, pulling and getting out to that side, trying to open the hole for Krupp. I think, you got to wonder, the Sailors, do they tempo it down a little bit and just go maybe a little bit more going back to the run? We'll see what they do. I mean, 40-0, it's not insurmountable. Sailors clearly have been dominant. We'll see what the O coordinator calls.
From the gun, Tanner Cobb. Looks like Eli Beaver directly behind him. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Man in motion now. And handoff to Beaver. Beaver stutters. He's got some room. Daylight. Beaver turns it at the 50. He's at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. Cuts it inside. Back to the 20. To the 15. Nobody's catching him. Beaver to the house.
What an amazing run by number 30, Eli Beaver. I mean, an amazing run. In a game filled for your Sailors with some offensive gems, particularly Vanderbosch's play so far. That was like the play of the game so far because he followed his blockers. They blew up some holes. Number 77 coming off the field, Big Cannon Wilson, is so pumped up because he had a pancake block out there. Just a fantastic job all around. But number 30, Beaver, taking that ball back in.
Oh, and look at that 2-point conversion. Looked like a low snap. Tanner Cobb picks it up off the turf, rolls to his right. Got a man open. Was that Vanderbosch?
That was Vanderbosch. So Vanderbosch has 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion to this point early in the second half. This Sailors offense is just, we've seen since the 09 team, I think, when it was Austin Hinder and Joe Dover and all them, we've seen some defensive units, right? Spady, Verploeg. We've seen some Sailor defensive teams. I've not seen an offensive performance like this in a long, long time.
No. Eli Beaver's second touchdown of the game, 75 yards, 73-yard touchdown run there.
That time, yeah.
Just that.
And all over. That's how many yards.
That was about 112 yards that he ran in actual distance if he had the Fitbit on his wrist. But, man, what a great run by Eli Beaver. Love to see it. He's such a good kid.
Oh, he's great. He's one of the better ones on the team. Just in a team filled with good character kids, Eli's one of the best.
No doubt. 5:20 and counting. 48-0 the score. Eli Beaver with a 73-yard touchdown run.
And it'll certainly go to the the nonstop clocks in. Isn't that correct? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we're in the mercy rule right now.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, it's been running, and they're going to let that one go into the end zone. So we're down to 5 minutes. The clock's just going to roll right now.
I see.
Sailors they're getting some players in. I mean, we saw Guy Roshan field the punt. I think you're going to see some red numbers out there, maybe even as well.
That would be fantastic. It really would.
No, Coach.
Nothing builds team camaraderie like all of them touching the field.
And we saw it last week. Coach got a lot of different people in there, and it was great to see. And you could actually tell because they had their white uniforms on and they were playing on a grass field. So they were actually getting dirty.
Grass field. Yeah, nice. Don't see many of them.
So Nelson spreading it out. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball between the hashes, back at the 20-yard line. Rolling to his right. Jax cuts it back, and he's down behind the line of scrimmage. So that will be a sack.
He was being tracked from behind.
All right, we've got whistles, a couple of white shirts down on the field.
I got a quick sec. One of the Sailor seniors who's back in the field, back in the game, number 52, Lloyd Warren. And while we got a quick moment, we were informed at the half that Lloyd's grandma, Mary Kay Monger, passed away.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to give condolences to Lloyd, his family, the Monger family, great family. We want to give condolences on Mary Kay. God bless. She's up. She's got the best seats.
I think she may be pushing these boys along a little bit.
Got the best seats in the stadium right now.
What a legend. What a legendary family. So 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 20. Jax Nelson, the quarterback. He's under center now. And handoff over that right side. And positive yards here for Hill. Hill finally stretches it out, stays on his feet, and I think he got the first down.
I think he did. Being tracked down over there by number 21 for the Sailors, Luke Jordan, who just missed on the tackle and allowed 23 to get to the outside. Still not a first down now. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
Wow. Oh, he must have stepped out. It looked like he had it, but I need to go see Dr. Erica because I can't see that far across the field.
I can see better now than I have in a long time.
3rd down, about 2 to go, 2.5 yards for the first, maybe 3. Ball marked down at the 27-yard line of Moffat County. 2 receivers in tight to the right, back to pass. Nelson, he's got a man in his grill, and he is going to be sacked.
That is of who we just spoke, number 52, Lloyd Warren on the
Grandma.
You don't think Grandma's up above watching. Come on now. If that don't give you goosebumps, you're not paying attention.
Wow.
Number 52, Lloyd Warren getting into the backfield for the big sack. Gonna force a punt.
So a punting situation here. Now Rashawn deep. Camilletti with a big high kick. And stay away from it. I don't know if he touched it or not, but he got it back.
No, I think he did. I think he did.
Okay, that's why he went after it.
By tracking that ball and getting it. I love how the coaches are keeping him out there. There's only one way to get over your sophomore or freshman jitters when you're on the field, and that's to keep after it.
So 1:43 and counting left in this 3rd quarter. All Sailors, 48-0. Steamboat gets the ball back. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line, moving left to right on the radio dial, at least for a couple of plays. We got Vanderbosch wide to the left. Gotro to the right. They're on this right hash from the gun, Cobb. Cobb hands it to Krupp. Krupp's got some openings. Krupp, he's got a first down, and he's down to the 48-yard line.
You know, you're
like
talking about the red numbers down there. I'm looking down. You see number 23, one of the underclassmen. That would be Cruz Vanderbosch.
Oh, wow.
Next in the line. And Cruz, by some accounts in the family at his young age, could end up being the best athlete of the lot. Well, and that's saying a lot.
Isn't there a 2 or 3 year old in that family as well?
There is indeed.
2 receivers to the right.
How great for Cruz, though, to see his big brother just tearing it up.
To the left, handoff here. And a pickup of about 5 yards. That's number 22.
Yeah, Lucas Johnson.
Lucas Johnson.
Doing a great job protecting the football and picking up 6 yards. There ain't a football team in America would lose if their ground game picked up 6 yards every time.
I got a feeling Mama Kelly is here in the stadium watching, but got a text shout out from her last week. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Or 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And that's going to do it. Third quarter is over. So we will. It's not a long walk right now. They're going to flip sides, and we've got 12 minutes left in this ball game. Running clock, Mike. Steamboat Sailors putting on a show right now.
They really are. I mean, you can't say enough. The only hiccup has maybe been a couple missed extra points, one being blocked. You got their offensive performance has been really exemplary. I mean, every one of the guys is carrying out his assignment almost on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 10 each time.
Yeah.
The coaching staff is calling the plays perfectly, and that's just on the offensive side of the ball. You don't hold Craig to 0 after 3 quarters without your defense stepping it up, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. It was great, for me personally. Having the team dinner tonight was fantastic. I got to meet a lot of the guys who I didn't know as well. When Cohen came in, I got a big hug from him. He whispered some sweet nothings in my ear about how he was going to play tonight, and he's lived up to every second of it, and I got to tip my hat. These guys have all stepped it up, and it's been led by the senior class and Eli Beaver.
So man in motion right to left. We got a new quarterback in there. Quick pitch and I think that's Lucas Johnson close to the first down.
I think we got Indy Leitner at quarterback. That's going to make his dad Ryan just beaming that he's in and he's getting some field time. Another excellent athlete, and kudos to his dad for always his dad goes to the game no matter where it is, no matter how it is. He's one of those dads that's like, if there's a chance my son's going to be on the field, I'm going to be there. And you got to give props to the parents who are that dedicated to their kids.
And you better give some to Brooke too, or she's coming up to the press box.
This is true.
So one receiver off to the right, trips in tight to the left. Leitner with the handoff up the gut, first down, Johnson. And the clock will continue to march.
Still churning.
Yeah.
And I'm looking out there, number 10, Torrin Knapp. That kid, he knows how to block. He picks his man, gets his hands into the chest, and just gets it. He must have super strong legs because he just drives the defender backwards.
Got Peter Cooper out there, Lucas Froman. We're getting some different linemen in there as well. This is great. So Sailors on top. Big shout out, of course, to all of our sponsors. Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place. Gardens, Grills, and more. 2 receivers off to the right. Trips in tight to the left. Leitner from the gun. Oh, man, they came in and they read that one quick.
Well, they had a blitz coming from the far side. I'd have to look at the film to see. I thought the defender came over a little too early, a little bit. But in a game that's 48-0 with a running clock, are the referees gonna split a nose hair that much? Probably not.
So that's going to bring up a third down and about 15 for the first. Ball is marked down just on the Sailor side of the 45. Take this opportunity to thank Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law. When life throws you a penalty flag, Ellens and Strom has your back. 2 receivers, or 3 to the left. Nobody off to the right. One man in the backfield is Johnson. Leitner looking to pass. He throws it. That one's complete. And positive yards over the left side.
Outstanding.
And who caught that, Mike?
Number 10, Torrin Knapp, the young man I was just talking up for his blocking abilities. Got open. Great job by number 15, Indy Leitner.
Composure.
Yeah, showing some composure in the face of the blitz. Got the ball off. Excellent pass and throw connection. Going to bring up 4th and very short, but I'm pretty sure the Sailors going to go for it. I don't think we've seen the Sailors punting unit, have we?
We have not. 9 minutes and counting left in this 4th and final quarter. Trips off to the left, man in motion. Tight end number 14, Frank Boyce. And that's going to be a quarterback keep, and Leitner's got it.
Outstanding
First down, down to the 30.
Great job showing the composure on the pass play. Takes down the snap and picks up the first down.
So that'll be a first down and 10 for your Steamboat Sailors.
Still got a few of the senior leaders on the offensive line out there. You don't often, even when you're subbing, you don't often take your center out. He's such an integral part of the team. So we're still seeing number 77, Wilson, still out there. I see my guy, number 78, Wyatt O'Neal, and number 52, Lloyd Warren.
Oh, Leitner. Oh, gets lit up on that one. He had 3 Bulldogs breathing down his neck. Somebody left the gate open.
Yeah, at the end of, and I think number 15, Leitner, being like a leader, a quarterback leader, he's going out to his guys and telling them, if you miss your assignment, I get killed. Let's try to keep that together.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and long. Clock ticking down here, 7:30 now. Ball down at the 40-yard line. 2nd down and about 20 for the first. Take this opportunity to thank a few more of our sponsors. Steamboat Roofing, for all your roofing needs. Go to steamboatroofing.com. Matt Kempton and the gang helping the Sailors raise the roof after every victory. Man in motion is Roshan. Quick pitch to him. Look out. Roshan with some wheels. He's got daylight, and the kid's going to take this one to the house. Kai Roshan.
Yeah. Way to go, Kai. Oh, way to go, Kai. That is awesome.
That's gonna dull the jitters, don't you think? Just a wee little bit.
And also for number 15, the 2nd string quarterback, Indy Leitner. Great job. You think, all he did was just spin around and pitch it. Yeah, try doing that with 4 angry Bulldogs coming after you.
After getting sacked for a 15-yard loss. No, great play by Indy Leitner. Sailors lining up for the extra point.
Kai got some wheels there, you think?
Oh,
my goodness.
Turned on the afterburner, straight speed. I also like to thank Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, bringing you the insurance touchdown of the game. I think that may be it. That may be it. Solutions for Life, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services. One-off Auto Center.
I mean, with a running clock, I think you're right. That was the insurance touchdown.
Yeah. We're 54-0 right now. I'd like to thank One-Off Auto Center, formerly Doc's Auto, Jason Bongiorno and the gang. And here comes the extra point attempt. Eli Beaver lining it up. Starting quarterback, Tanner Cobb, the holder. Here comes the snap, the hold, and the kick. And Beaver nails that one. So 55-0 the score. Johnny B is one of our great sponsors, of course, as I'm trying to roll through these because it's a quick half.
Yeah.
And I got X number to get in here. Johnny B Goods, I think I'll be at the counter at some point here this weekend.
I look forward to it. I had a full bar this morning. All these guys asking me questions about the game. Everybody knew that Steamboat started off good last week on the road to Cole Ridge. But, I I said, there's a really good way I had come a couple times over to practice just to kind of sniff it out. But even when you're watching a practice, you don't get the full flavor. You don't really get the feel of what the coaches are going to put together.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, offensively and defensively, this team has been shining tonight, and they're doing it against one of their most bitter rivals. You got to give props, but I really do want to say that Moffat's not giving up.
No.
These kids, there's no hand wringing, there's no finger pointing, there's nothing like that. Moffat knows that they're young and they'll be back, and they're still playing inspired football.
A lot of SO and FR on this roster and just a few seniors. There's a lot of freshmen and sophomores here, man.
And you just got to show respect for your opponent, because you're going to be seeing, particularly with the rivalry you have, you're going to be seeing him again.
Yeah, Camilletti, really the only senior on this team that I can see on this roster. And he's playing a heck of a game.
Yeah, he is. You could tell he's one of those guys who knows it's going to be a tough season, but he's still playing his heart out. And you expect nothing less from one of the Camillettis. They're always putting quality athletes out on the field.
Not afraid to work. Here comes the kick. It's a squibber right up the gut. And that one's going to bounce into the end zone.
So if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, the Sailors have a bye next week because Battle Mountain's not fielding the team this year.
Second year, no Battle Mountain.
So we got a bye, which is great. You know what? Especially early in the season, because these guys, again, it's only the second game. You tend to get some muscle strains. Not, we haven't seen any injuries, knock on wood, but just the strains and the sprains. Gives them a week extra to work and prepare for Aspen in Aspen on the 12th of September.
So Bulldogs break the huddle with 3:33 and counting left in this ball game, down 55-0. Jax Nelson, the quarterback. Inside handoff. Number 13 with the carry. That's Weston Swaro. Picks up positive yards there off the left side of the line.
Yep, number 82 for the Sailors. Tegan Kaiser on the tackle on the far side of the field. So getting back to the Sailors' schedule, because when they get to Aspen, last year they looked good too, and the wheels fell off to a degree at the Summit game.
Yes,
and
that's where the wheel taps.
We've developed a serious rivalry with Aspen. So they got Aspen, then Summit, and then Eagle Valley.
Look out. 2nd and 8. Handoff over that left side. There's a first down. Number 15, Tristan Smith with a positive carry.
Number 82 for the Sailors, calling his name and number back-to-back. Number 82, Kaiser, with the tackle on the far side of the field. But again, Harv, when you got Aspen, Summit, and then Eagle Valley, one on the road, then 2 home games. And Summit and Eagle Valley, these are teams, I bring them up because I know they stick in the craw of our coaches. They know last year Eagle Valley was tough down in Eagle Valley. Summit was a brutal loss, and it was very controversial as well.
Yep.
And Aspen is developed into a real rivalry for the Steamboat Sailors. So by October 3rd, we're going to know really what kind of team, if we have a real playoff team.
All right. Under center now, Nelson, handoff over that left side, little stretch play, positive yards there. Number 16, Kai Vandenhout with the carry.
Number 82 for your Sailors.
Once again,
Tegan Kaiser on 3 straight plays, having a mano-a-mano tackle to stop the Moffat County Bulldog ball carrier. Kaiser just got in the game and now is one of the leading tacklers on the team.
Griffin and Tegan went to Holy Name for a few weeks together. Preschool, back in the day. 2nd down, 5 to go. Ball at about the 36-yard line. And a handoff there inside. Oh, ball down. Ball still down, and the Sailors have it. Who got it? Number 33 if you're keeping score at home. That's Braden Fleming.
Fleming comes up with it. I believe it was number 56. Am I right? A.J. Giesland knocking the ball loose, I believe, was 56 Giesland. Number 33, Fleming, coming up with the fumble recovery. Nice of them. Nice of Tegan Kaiser to let his teammates in on a few tackles as well.
Well, Sailors in the victory formation with 20 seconds left. That will do it. Your Steamboat Sailors win the Coltrane rivalry this year, 55-0. 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion for Cohen Vanderbosch, 2 touchdowns for Eli Beaver, a touchdown for Thomas Krupp,
3 touchdowns for Vanderbosch and a 2-point conversion.
Yes.
What a game for Cohen.
And,
welcome back to the field, Vanderbosch.
And congratulations to Kai Roshan, who we think is a sophomore, got a 40-yard touchdown run late in the game. So thanks to Stu Kochi for doing a wonderful job on the camera. Mike Deemer, thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow and probably Sunday and Monday
we'll be
at the
talking
diner.
about this game.
Congratulations to Cannon. Give him a big hug.
Props to the offensive and defensive lines for the Sailors. They're the ones who really dictated the flow of the game.
Now, Mike, I'll be back tomorrow, 11:30 pregame show, 12 o'clock kickoff. Boys soccer team 2-0 on the season, looking to make it 3. Niwot Cougars prowling to town. Should be a good game. Niwot coming in with a 1-and-run record, but they're a 4A school. Sailors 3A. Should be a good one.
Outstanding. Look at this. This is the Sailor football team coming over to the student body to thank them for the enthusiasm they brought. This whole football team coming over to celebrate with their classmates.
A big shout out to all of our sponsors, and I'll tell you what, this was a quick one. Builders First Source, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Dotson Payment Solutions, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Ellens and Strom Attorneys at Law, the Paoli Group with the International Real Estate Brokerage, the Agency, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Mountain Eyeworks, Steamboat Roofing, One Off Auto Center, Yampa Valley Bank, and Steamboat Motors. We're going to take our final break. We'll be back tomorrow with Steamboat Sailors Soccer. Thank you for listening. Thanks to Mike Deemer. Thanks to Stu Kochi on the camera. You are tuned to KTYV. Sports on FM, 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builders First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens and Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eyeworks,
Johnny B. Good's Diner, One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailors Sports.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
On 105.7 Sports on FM, KTYV Steamboat Springs.